Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series on plant physiology. In this video we will learn about transpiration pull or cohesion tension theory of ascent of sap. In previous video we already discussed about ascent of sap. Ascent of sap, it is the mechanism of upliftment of water from root to stem or upper part of the shoot. So there are different theories which have been put forth by different scientists about ascent of sap. That is how water actually reaches from root to the shoot of the plant or top of the shoot of the plant. But this theory, that is transpiration pull theory or cohesion tension theory, it is very important theory of ascent of sap, through which water from this stem it get reached to the up to the tip of the plant or top of the plant. So this theory, it is important because it has been accepted by many other physiologists in the world, and this is very important theory which is appreciated all over the world, and very few objections are against this theory. So let us see, this is the very important theory, that is transpiration pull theory. So this theory, it has been put forth by botanists Dickson and Joly in 1894. This theory, it is known by different names. It has been called by cohesion hypothesis, theory of cohesion force, Dickson and Joly's theory of cohesion, cohesion tension theory, or transpiration pull theory. So these are many names given to this theory because it is having cohesion process, so it is known as cohesion hypothesis. Then cohesive force is also associated in this theory, so it is known as theory of cohesive force. As Dickson and Joly, they have proposed this theory, so this theory, it is known by their names also. Then cohesion tension theory and transpiration pull theory, because transpiration is very important phenomena which is given in this theory. So that this theory, it is accepted throughout the world, and ascent of sap, it takes place by this particular mechanism, it is accepted throughout the world. Many scientists like Renner 1915, Curtis and Clark 1951, Melbourne and Johnson 1966, and Leavitt 1969. So all they supported this theory. All these physiologists are of different period, different time, and all of these physiologists, they strongly supported this theory, that is transpiration pull theory. This theory, it is mainly based on two principles. First is cohesion adhesion, and next is transpiration pull. First of all, we will discuss about cohesion adhesion. So what is mean by cohesion? So cohesion, it is the attraction between the similar molecules. In this case, water molecules are very important, in which cohesion it takes place. So the water molecules have strong mutual attraction, that is cohesion, due to which they cannot separate from one another. So here the attraction between water molecules to form water, it is very important. So these water molecules, they are attached to each other strongly by this cohesive force, and due to that force they cannot be separated from each other. So this force of attraction between water molecules, it is known as cohesive force. In this particular theory, this force is very important. Another force, it is known as adhesive force. So adhesion is the attraction between the two different molecules. So here one molecule is water molecule and another molecule is xylem vessel. So Adhesive force, it is an attraction between water molecules and lignified wall of lumen of xylem vessels. So these two parts, that is cohesion and adhesion, plays very important role in the theory, that is transpiration pool theory. So cohesion, it is attraction between water molecules, and adhesion, it is the attraction between water molecule and xylem vessels. Due to this combination of cohesive and adhesive forces, a continuous water column, it is maintained in the xylem, and it is from root to the top of the shoot or leaves. So cohesion and adhesion, they are very important to maintain water column throughout the plant, starting from root to shoot. And this water column, it is continuous, unbreakable column, and this unbreakable water column, it is maintained due to these two processes, that is cohesion and adhesion. Now next is transpiration pool. So this pool, it is developed in the leaf vessel and is transmitted down to root and responsible for ascent of sap. So what is this transpiration pool and how it maintains the process of ascent of sap, we will see in the mechanism. So mechanism of ascent of sap by transpiration pool or cohesion tension theory. Now see, water molecules have very strong mutual force of attraction known as cohesive force. It is up to 350 atmosphere. So water forms a continuous unbreakable column from the root to the top of the shoot. Now similarly, there is another force, very strong force of attraction between water molecules and lignified wall of xylem, which is known as adhesive force. So due to this adhesion mechanism, water column remains held in the lumen of xylem vessels. Now due to this mechanism of cohesion and adhesion, water column in xylem tissue, it remains intact and continuous from root tip to shoot tip and leaf mesophyll cells. Transpiration is a very important physiological phenomena by which the water loss takes place from the surface of leaf mesophyll cells through stomata. So in this diagram you can see these are roots which absorb water. After absorption of water, water comes here. So this water, it get raised and it get provided to the upper parts of the plant, including shoot, branches, stem, then leaves, etc., etc. So how this water actually it reaches up to the top of the plant, it is nothing but the mechanism of ascent of sap. So according to this theory, this ascent of sap, it takes place due to transpiration. So transpiration is very important physiological phenomena by which water gets lost. Here you can see these are leaves and they contain stomata. So water, it get lost, it get transpired, it thrown out from the these leaves through the stomata, and due to this the transpiration pool will be formed. So this is the plant in which these are water molecules and they have maintained a continuous column from shoot up to the root, or from the leaf mesophyll cells up to the root. Now see, it reduces the water and increases the osmotic pressure and dPT of these cells. Now due to transpiration, what happens, the water which is present in these mesophyll cells, so water transpiration, it starts from the mesophyll cells. So these are mesophyll cells which are associated with the process of transpiration. Here you can see this is epidermis and it contains guard cells, and these are nothing but the stomata, and through this stomata water is thrown out. Here also and here also you can see here two stomata. Water from these mesophyll cells, it is thrown out through these stomata. Due to the excess water loss in mesophyll cells, the dPT of all these cells it will get increased, or osmotic pressure of these mesophyll cells get increased, because they have thrown out excess of water. And due to that, what happens? Due to this increase in osmotic pressure of mesophyll cells, the water from adjacent cell and ultimately from the xylem, it is pulled to meet this loss of water, and results development of pool between xylem and mesophyll cells, which is known as transpiration pool. So here you can see, as these mesophyll cells, they released water, they thrown out water from themselves. Now they becomes more concentrated, so that their DPD and osmotic pressure it get increased. Due to this increased osmotic pressure and DPD, they now take water, or they will produce a pool. So this pool is known as transpiration pool. Now all these mesophyll cells, as they are more osmotic, by the process of osmosis they get water from the adjacent cell. Suppose these are the adjacent cells. Suppose this is the endodermis, so they get water from the endodermis. Now by releasing water, or by the osmosis process, the water from endodermis, it is reached into the mesophyll cells. Now these cells become more concentrated, and their osmotic pressure also increase. Now these endodermis cells get water from the xylem cell. We know xylem, they are water conducting tissue, they contain abundant water, and they are continued up to the root of the plant. So this pool, that is transpiration pool, which is developed by mesophyll cells, it will continues from through all cells up to the xylem, and xylem to up to the root. So this particular pool is known as transpiration pool. Water which is present in the xylem cell is now in tension due to this pool, and this tension ultimately transmitted to the root through the stem trachea. So here you can see there is stem trachea. Here you can see this is the stem. As these mesophyll cells, they created a tension, this tension it will be reach up to the xylem, and we know their xylem are connected up to the roots, so that this transpiration pool, it is continuous. It is continuous from mesophyll cells to the roots of the plant. So here you can see all these mesophyll cells, they have created a pool, and that pool is continues up to the xylem, and through shoot of the plant, this transpiration pool, it is continues up to the roots of the plant. So due to this transpiration pool or cohesion and tension, water and minerals are uplifted from the root to shoot continuously to any height of the plant. So the force of transpiration pool is very high, that is 20 to 200 atm, and it is sufficient to cause ascent of sap even in tallest plants. So here you can see all these mesophyll cells, they throw out water by the process of transpiration. Now these, by the loss of water, these cells become more concentrated, and their osmotic pressure and DPD get increased. Now these cells demand for water, and that demand is, it is nothing but the pool. So this is called as transpiration pool. This demand, it is increased due to the transpiration. If there will be no transpiration, there will be no water demand, because these cells have not lost any water, and due to that they haven't need any more water, but due to transpiration all these mesophyll cells, they lost water and now they are having demand for more water, and that demand it is accomplished by the xylem, and that xylem is water conducting tissue. Now these mesophyll cells receive water from xylem because there is a pool between mesophyll cells and this xylem, and this xylem it continues up to the root, so that due to this transpiration pool which is initially developed by mesophyll cells, this pool continues up to the xylem and through xylem to shoot tracheids and shoot tracheids to the root. So this is the connection of the water, and this pool it continues from mesophills to the root of the plant. So this particular continuous unbreakable pool or column of water, it is due to this transpiration pool. So here you can see water having this transpiration pool is very high, it is 220 to 200 atm, and this pool or this type of force, this type of pool, it is sufficient to cause ascent of sap. So ascent of sap, that is upliftment of water from root to stem, it takes place due to such type of transpiration pool. Though plant is so much tall, then also by this mechanism of transpiration pool, because it is very high 20 to 200 atmosphere, by this process water get uplifted to the top of the tallest plant. So this is the mechanism of ascent of sap through the transpiration pool, or it is also known as cohesion and tension theory. So in this video we have seen detailed account of or detailed mechanism of transpiration pool. Thanks for your attention.